Pag-asa sees tropical depression among weakening into a low-pressure area by tonight or tomorrow. The Agriculture Department is warning of a possible rice shortage later in the year. And the Health Department says that second booster shots for the general public will be available soon. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Tropical Depression Amang has made another landfall at Lagonoy in Camarines Sur. As of 5 p.m., Amang has maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour with gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Pag-asa expects the tropical depression to move northwestward in the next 12 hours and pass over the eastern parts of Camarines Sur, Lamon Bay, and Quezon Province. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 is still up over some parts of Luzon. Amang is forecast to weaken into a low-pressure area by tomorrow or possibly even earlier. And over at our seaports, passengers are stranded due to tropical depression Amang. As of noon today, the Philippine Coast Guard monitored over 4,500 passengers, truck drivers, and cargo helpers stuck in ports across the country. Aside from this, 11 vessels, 4 motor bangkas, and more than 700 cargo trucks have been grounded. Meanwhile, 42 vessels and 19 motor bangkas are taking shelter in ports in Bicol, Eastern Visayas, and Southern Tagalog. We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. Pag-asa sees tropical depression Amang weakening into a low-pressure area by tonight or tomorrow. The Agriculture are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Agriculture Department is warning of a possible local rice supply shortage by the third quarter of this year. The DA says that the current rice supply is at 3.68 million metric tons, lower than the projected demand of 3.76 million metric tons. The third quarter, from July to September, is considered the lean season when harvest is low. But the agency notes that pending rice imports have not yet been factored into the current inventory. And pork prices have gone up in some wet markets due to the impact of the African swine fever. Mobile journalist Kyla Macantan with the details.
From two whole pigs, Mang Mike now sells only half a pig or sometimes even less at the market. This is due to the high price caused by the effect of African swine fever or ASF. The price of pork shoulder or kasim has gone up from 300 pesos per kilo to 330 pesos, while the price of pork belly has also increased from 340 pesos per kilo of 380 pesos.
Mahal kasi. Simula nung kasi bawal ang biyahe ngayon ng baboy na tawid dagat. Binawal.
Based on the validated data of the Bureau of Animal Industry, 137 barangays have confirmed cases of ASF. Local governments continue to validate and take action to prevent the spread of the disease. For affected hog raisers, financial assistance is available from the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation, where they can receive 10,000 pesos per pig.
Ang biosecurity po ay kailangan paigtingin. We are also strengthening yung information campaign para po malaman ng ating mga hog raisers na meron pong PCIC na matatakbuhan at pwede po silang tulungan.
But according to SINAG Executive Director Jason Cainglet, this problem will not be resolved unless the bigger root cause is addressed: strict quarantine control.
Higpit natin sa local producers, movement ng baboy within municipalities, within provinces, within regions, but our ports are very open, untested. Ang lahat ng pumapasok na imported pork, they are never tested for the past 4 years. So talagang hindi matitigil ang ASF if we don't do the basic trade remedy, which is quarantine control.
The Agriculture Department, meanwhile, has assured that they are doing everything they can to hasten the eradication of ASF.
Sana po ito'y makontrol, hindi na mag-spread lalo para maprotektahan po natin yung mga areas na hindi pa apektado ng ASF to help us also ensure babalik na naman po tayo sa usaping food security.
Mobile journalist Kyla Macantan, We Are One News.
In other news, the Health Department says that the general population can now get their second booster shots against COVID-19. Health Officer in Charge Maria Rosario Vergeres says the vaccination will be rolled out as soon as the implementing guidelines are fine-tuned. The DOH noted that those aged 11 to 17 years old are not covered by the second booster approval. Before this, second boosters were only given out to health workers, senior citizens, and the immunocompromised. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News. All sides, all the time.